You got next.
Okay, Titus Young. It would be fair for me to say your hero, Titus Young.
Hero?
Yeah, would it?
Look, I don't even pay attention to the Cy Young Award. Okay?
Titus
Young.
Titus Young.
Titus, you know, if they make a remake of the movie Clash of Titans, which has already been done, you may stand a chance of getting yourself in there. But you're one of those other Detroit Lions that you had an opportunity. This guy had an opportunity, Mickey, last season or the season before, because they needed to bring him up the depth chart, and he started many games for the Lions as a wide receiver. And you know, he's at the time he was only I want to say a second-year player, and then all of a sudden he got in so much trouble, the team cut him. And what did he do this time?
Well, according to our rap sheet here, Titus Young, let's see. Oh, this is good. Arrested on suspicion of DUI, and then arrested again on the same day for trying to steal his own car from the tow yard. Now that takes guts. I take it he disagreed with the charge. And he needed a ride home, and he thought, how convenient. There's my car. It just happens to be in the tow yard, so well, how hard could it be to just go in, start it, drive it out? Well, he found out how hard it could be. Pretty hard.
That sounds definitely like a full day, and not a good full day.
No, it's true. It got him in trouble.
It reminds me of O.J. Simpson. Wasn't he trying to retrieve something when he got
What, recently or way back?
Memorabilia?
What, recently?
He's in prison currently, if I'm not... Gina Angelina, can you attest to this?
Gina says
the reason he's in prison right now is because he was trying to retrieve some sports memorabilia that had his name and number and everything on it, and he was caught. And that is the current reason that he is in prison. So, you see the... anyway, go on.
Terrible. Terrible. People need to make better decisions, especially when you're millionaires. Now, here's a guy who's familiar with the courtroom, the inside of a courtroom. Adam Pac-Man Jones, currently of the Cincinnati Bengals, arrested June 11th on an assault charge for allegedly punching a woman outside a club in Cincinnati. This has to try the patience of the Cincinnati Bengals, don't you think? As I recall, it's been 3 or 4 years, but he already got in trouble with the law for some other domestic violence thing when he was down in Houston.
He's a repeating knucklehead.
Repeating knucklehead offender.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Anyway.
He's an RKO.
What's that?
A repeating knucklehead offender.
Oh, there you go. RKO. Is that like a TKO? Technical
He
knockout?
needs to be knocked out. If that's what you're asking me.
Well,
so that he'll stop getting in trouble.
He might be knocked out by the court. All right. Next one of note. It looks like you got Alsar Walcott.
It just came to me that he also played for the Dallas Cowboys, did he not, for a short amount of time?
Jones?
Yes.
Could be. I think.
Do you recollect?
I can't.
Did he do much there, Mickey?
Played some defense once in a while. Didn't make too many tackles.
Oh, isn't that his position?
Sure.
Defensive?
Well, yeah.
I'm glad he contributed a little bit.
He was a defensive back.
Okay, you asked me who's next.
27.
This is. I don't know if this is a 27.
Yes.
Yeah. I thought that's what it was, and I don't even know. Is this a European descent name? You're pretty good with the linguistics. Osser, I'm guessing, Walcott.
Yep.
Of the Cleveland Brownies.
Arrested for attempted murder after punching a man outside a nightclub in New Jersey. This is called overzealous prosecutor that has had too much coffee. Punching is not attempted murder. They have different crimes, you know. There's assault and then there's attempted murder.
This is ludicrous.
Sometimes it's both, right? But if you punch somebody, why should that be attempted murder, Joey? Why is that even remotely?
That's more than a Frogger leap. That's like a leap across the ocean, or as the British people say, that's a leap across. That's such a big leap. That's a leap across the pond.
Yeah. Going
from the United States to London, England. A what? I punch you, and now you're gonna cry like a little whiny, I don't know what you are, insect?
It's the prosecutor's
You're going to tell people I was trying to kill you?
The prosecutor decides what to charge the person with, and this guy, prosecutor, must have just been overzealous because that's nonsense. I think this one, I'm definitely in favor. I side with Walcott on this one. Not that he should have punched the guy, but just because the prosecutor is running amok. Somebody needs to rein in the prosecutors in this country.
Mickey, you're totally right on this, but I mean, you're totally right with your assessment. But the thing that stands out the most, this happened in New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Are you really who is this guy?
That's the way people
in New Jersey people get punched all the time.
Well, I was going to say that's the way people in New Jersey communicate.
Where's my coffee?
You say something. If they don't get it, you say it again louder. If they don't get it, you punch them. Oh, you don't have to punch them hard. You could give them a little, one of these.
Yeah, and it's not like the typical punch. Ah, kid, you did good on that. It's not like that. It's like, where are you? And where's my Cadillac? I've asked you for 45 minutes to bring the Cadillac down, and I know you've been sitting in there listening to Sports 570 and listening to the Joey and Mickey Pro Football Show. Bring me my Cadillac down, numbskull. It's kind of like that. So the fact that this happened in New Jersey, I'm going to make an assumption. I'm going to go out on a limb real quick, and I'm done with the story. But
okay.
but if you want to follow up in this, great. If you don't, that's fine too. This prosecutor is not from New Jersey, because if you were from New Jersey, shame on you. You can't take a punch. That should be part of getting that's part of getting your driver's license and being a citizen of the state of New Jersey.
In Illinois, it would be called assault. Assault with a non-deadly, non-lethal weapon. All right, last but not least, Dan Connor of the New York Giants, arrested July 6th for having a switchblade in his luggage in a Philadelphia airport.
What is Roseanne's husband doing in New York in the first place? Or I should say Philadelphia. You're supposed to be back in Illinois wearing your Bears jersey, which you always wore, which was he always had on number 51. He always had on
Butkus?
Butkus.
Dick Butkus.
Yeah.
The Bears.
The Bears.
All right, you know, we all know, those of us that have flown in the last 11 years or whatever, have known that you can't take, even before 11 years ago, which was September 11, 2001, you couldn't take a switchblade in your luggage even before that. And we all know from experience that they crack down on it even harder now.
Terrific
so
point.
They just got to use a little bit of common sense. I'll leave it at that.
Well, I'm not going to leave it at that, Mickey.
All right, go for it.
You were going to finish.
I'm done.
You were going to finish.
No, I'm done.
Okay.
Go.
Because we're a lot of things coming from New Jersey, but we're not rude. So we'll punch you, but we're not rude. What was this guy thinking? I mean, like you said, I want to piggyback on what you said. For years now, ever since 911, we can't even put a razor blade. We can't even put a razor blade on our luggage. We can't put anything that is a container, anything of the nature of a capsule. Correct?
Correct.
Correct.
Well,
so
above, like,
how can you go from
2
that
ounces.
to? But I'll be okay with my switchblade.
You get like 2 ounces of whatever sort of lotion or powder or whatever, and I've heard these TSA guys tell me, oh, well, you know what? There's such a thing as plastic explosives, and it has the same consistency as peanut butter, and therefore, if you try and bring peanut butter through the security line, the TSA can, I don't know what they can do, they can probably put you on the rack and try and stretch out your spine a couple inches for that.
2 ounces of foot powder, Mickey, will, after a long day, will barely cover these dogs. So what am I supposed to do for the other 6 days that I'm in Florida?
Gotta have, I don't know, have it shipped to you. Send it over Federal Express overnight.
Mom, I need a care package. What? Yes. Yes, I know it sounds strange, but a 16-ounce container of Johnson & Johnson foot powder, 3 Barbasol shaving cream cans, and a pack of 12 Bic razors.
And my skin lotion for my face.
Skin lotion.
Gotta keep it nice and soft and baby smooth.
That's it? Here's one for you. I got just a couple of more there. I might have thrown in earlier, but
go ahead.
This guy, I want your opinion on this one. But Alfonso Denard, who I'm not familiar with, but he's with the New England Patriots, himself and also Eric Wright, who's with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, were both picked up on suspicion of DUI. One in Nebraska and one in Los Angeles. Mickey, can you explain this one to me also? Suspicion of DUI?
Yeah, we know what DUI is. It seems to me that if the cop pulls you over and says, I suspect that you've been driving drunk, the very next thing he would say, okay, stand here, walk a straight line from you to me. And then he'd have you do the other drills. Touch your finger to your nose. Stick out your tongue and touch your nose. You know, look me in the eye. Follow the pen from left to right and right to left, and then he'd give you a breathalyzer. And so right there on the spot, the cop would either make a determination, you're driving drunk, or you're not. So there shouldn't be suspicion. Suspicion of DUI should not be the end of it. I mean, I don't know why they arrested. It's like an incomplete arrest. It's a nonsensical arrest, in my opinion.
It
And
sounds
don't
like
drink and drive.
It could be that.
Let's put in a plug. Don't drink and drive, our audience. You knew that, and you heard it again from us. Don't drink and drive.
I don't think it can be. I don't think it can be said enough that just don't drink and drive.
Don't text and drive, but you can text and drink. It's okay. Even in the privacy of your own home, you can text and drink at the same time. The only people that it's going to affect are you and the people you're texting.
But just make sure that, however, if you've got other people in the home, whether they're related to you or whether they're people visiting, make sure that you're sitting in the chair or the couch where you can use your strong, your regular hand for the texting and the other one to hold your drink, because you're not going to be able to text if you're right-handed. You're not going to be able to text with your left hand, and then that is not good. Then you're in trouble. So if you're texting and you're drinking, just make sure that one hand knows what the other hand's doing, or one hand washes the other hand, or you get the point. But Eric Wright almost lost his job, Mickey. I need to mention this because, as you see on the sheet here, he was with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I don't know if this is the reason they got rid of him, but this is one of the reasons that Tampa Bay traded him to the 49ers, and the 49ers have signed him to a one-year agreement, and this all occurred clearly around the July 12th arresting date when he got picked up. Did you know that? So obviously somebody's taking it serious in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers organization.
Yeah, maybe the Niners didn't mind. I don't think the Cowboys would have taken it.
You don't think so? You think because of Jerry Jones?
No, because
Why
of
do you say that?
Because of that incident last year where a couple of the Cowboys players were out partying and drinking, and they were driving home, driving drunk. Car crashed. I don't know if it flipped over, and one of the guys was killed, and then the other guy, I don't know, he's probably in prison for the rest of his life for driving drunk in a situation that led to the death of what was his friend and teammate. It was a complete tragedy.
That's called a heavy load. I do, now that you brought it up.
Bad news.
Regret.
Oh yeah.
Daily for the rest of your life. Reflection, I would think. Not good.